first Eps Podcast is back, and we're talking about another brand new streaming television show.
Yes.
Is it Monday?
Is it Tuesday?
No, it is Wednesday. We watched the first episode of the new Netflix series Wednesday. We're going to talk all about that, and I'm fired up, baby.
Yeah,
My name is Eric
Keith,
and this is First Eps. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of First Eps. We're here talking about another first episode of a brand new streaming television show.
Yeah.
We're talking about Wednesday. I keep wanting to make like a funny joke, like a dad joke about like the day of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Sunday.
Did you already do that?
No, I know, but I wanted to do it again.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm not gonna.
You just one and done kind of thing.
That's all I'm gonna do. And you can't tell me otherwise.
No. I mean, what day is it?
It's Wednesday.
All right.
I mean, it's Sunday.
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with anything.
Did we have a show last week? I feel like
we did.
Oh man,
1899.
I feel like it was so long since we've sat here and chatted. I think it's because I haven't seen you much. It's been Thanksgiving and Black Friday, all the major holidays.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Black Friday. I bet that's Wednesday's favorite holiday.
Yeah, I bet
Right?
Black Wednesday.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's been a while since we've sat here talking about TV.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, it was remote. No, we were in person.
No, it was remote.
Yeah,
you're right.
Remote.
That's why
it's weird.
That's why it's weird.
Yeah.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Nothing. I mean, being remote,
Just
but now
being
we're back.
remote.
Yeah.
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 I want to get this off my chest. I want to tell the
Let them know what's going on.
No, it's just okay. So
Yeah.
I told you already about the situation last night at the emergency vet.
Oh my gosh.
And I needed to talk more about it because I didn't give you all the deets.
Okay. So
So my dog is not. She's not eating. She's sleeping a lot.
Yeah,
she's a little
she's sick
older.
right now.
She's sick.
Yeah.
She's got a little pancreatitis. But anyway, so
just a little. Oh.
I don't know what it was. So yesterday it was Saturday,
Yeah.
and she wasn't feeling well. So we're like, I don't know, this might be it.
Oh God.
We took her to the emergency vet. It was
Okay.
about 4:00.
Yep.
So we get there, and no one says anything to us about the wait. They tell us, it might be an hour or so.
Okay.
But critical patients might come in and they get precedent. And I'm like, I get that. I totally understand that.
Right.
Our dog, I mean, in our eyes, she's like critically ill.
Yeah, I wouldn't have brought her in.
But exactly. But
Like, she's
I
not,
understand. She's not dying.
hit by a car or
exactly, or
something.
poisoned.
Okay.
I do think like a dog like ate some rat poison. They brought him in, and that like obviously precedent.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
But no,
sure.
no point do they tell us that like,
Right.
okay, we're just gonna let you know that there's another surgery going on.
Yeah.
None of that. So we wait there for maybe like 2 hours. Finally, we get into a room with my dog, who's just like sitting on my lap. She's a small dog. But anyways, and then like another 2 hours go by, nothing.
Gosh.
So we finally ask, and they're like, well, it could be any time. Critical patients come first. There's only one doctor. And I get short staffing and shit like that. I never want to be rude to these people ever.
No.
So I
No,
was
of
like,
course
okay,
not. Yeah.
Thank you. Can you just let us know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
we want to
be
know.
communicative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we get the vet tech to come in. So we're waiting there, and it's fine. Like the vet tech comes in, and then I was like, I know you can't like say a time, but
Right.
like, give me an idea.
Yeah.
And he's like, probably just like another hour. I was like, okay, that's great.
Okay.
At that point, my wife leaves. I'm by myself, and the guy's like, it's just gonna be another hour. Another 2 hours go by.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing. Dude, I'm sitting there with my.
What time is this now?
So now it is 10:00.
Okay.
And no one comes in. No one says anything. I go out and ask, and they're like, oh, well, it's probably going to be another 2 or 3 more hours. No one was going to say this to me.
Yeah.
No one said anything about, like, my dog, like, being sick or wanting to, like, maybe just take her aside and try to give her some IV fluids or something like that.
They can't do anything with the dog. They just sit
It
with her
was
until, like,
frustrating.
basically until she becomes critical and you've got to run and help.
Yeah,
like, grab
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating.
Wow.
And I just, I needed to get it
That's
out.
awful. I didn't realize
I needed
it was
to
that
talk
bad,
about
though.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was fun. And then, like, I went out there, and I didn't want to be rude. I was just like, why wouldn't anybody come say this to me?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in a small room by myself. My phone has like 4% battery left. And she was sleeping.
Yeah.
It was fine. But like, so I was just like, I can't. When they said it was going to be like 3 more hours, I hadn't eaten since 11 o'clock that morning.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be like this.
No.
So then I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, I thank you for trying to help, but we're leaving. And
Yeah.
I just grabbed the dog and I left it.
You
It
didn't
was
pay anything,
insane.
did you then?
They better not try to bill me. Dude, I will use the power of this podcast. All 12 viewers will know.
Wow.
No. But yeah, it was awful.
So you have another appointment though, like tomorrow, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we got an appointment with our regular vet.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Monday. So we're getting in there. She's fine right now.
Yeah.
She's not really eating still.
She ate a little bit today,
a little bit,
said.
yeah. But it's been the reason I wanted to bring this up is that last night got very little sleep then, and then all day I've just been super stressful. So I'm very happy to like just have an outlet, just have a little fun, you know?
Yep.
Do our thing.
Just do our thing. Well, no, I'm glad that we have this hourly session then, you know? Yeah. I mean, you don't even get charged for this either. This is it's just free.
Yeah.
In fact, we're giving this to the universe for free.
Yeah, and you're helping. You're like my therapist,
Right.
and the universe
Yeah.
is also my therapist.
100%.
So
yeah.
let's fucking talk about Wednesday.
Well, speaking of someone who needs a therapist.
Oh, good segue. That was classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, we watched the first episode of Wednesday.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna talk about the first episode. It's gonna be spoilers for the first
Definite
episode.
spoilers.
So yeah, skip over this part. Come back to our review.
Although spoilers are everywhere now.
supplemental.
This thing has exploded. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere.
So like if they've heard about Wednesday, they probably saw at least a headline. People will like
the
it.
TikToks, all the GIFs.
Are-
All the JPEGs
is it GIFs
everywhere.
Is it GIFs or GIFs?
I say GIFs.
You say GIFs. So
I
GIFs
said
is a
GIFs to
joke.
be like a
See,
mockery.
I think I heard someone say GIFs on TV.
I hear it a lot. I hear people say
and I'm
GIFs
like,
a
it's
lot.
GIF like the peanut butter? I thought it was GIF like the
like
gift.
graphics. It's graphics is the G. So good, hard G.
Yeah, you don't say
It's not
graphics.
graphics.
All right,
but that'd be cool.
I'll try that.
Yeah, it's everywhere. And initially, like up until today, I wasn't sure what we're gonna watch. There's that Hot Chippendales show. Kumail Nanjiani, which I was like, you know,
I'd be
also
okay with
therapy.
that too.
You know what I mean?
Right. But you did ask between the two, and I was like, well, I mean, I've always liked the Addams Family. I've heard a lot of good. I didn't hear any buzz about the other one. I heard a lot of buzz about this.
Lots of buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. First episode of Wednesday, and I had no clue what the show was about besides the buzz. And when we started up, I don't know if I was pleased that it was directed by Tim Burton or kind of like, oh no.
I was excited.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that's where I was like in the middle because like early, like Tim Burton, like Beetlejuice, like, I'm like, but like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and like
True.
Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton.
Yeah, I didn't even see those two. That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about them. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk about which Tim Burton it was at the end.
Okay.
It starts off
Tale of Two Tims.
Yeah, the Tale of the Tims. Nancy Reagan High School we're looking at.
You knew this wasn't gonna be a good match.
Yes. And we see Wednesday Addams. Now, I guess, what age do people not know who Wednesday Addams is? We know. I mean, we're old. We've seen the Addams Family.
Yeah, it was on Nick and Night. We didn't see the originals when it was actually out. But I saw mine on Nick and Night. And then we also had some cartoons that came out every once in a while.
Yeah, and then the movies.
With Christina Ricci.
So you think, like, kids, like, say, like 21 right now, do they know Addams Family?
I bet they heard of it, but they don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's right. I would say, like,
I guess
maybe like 25, 26. Then they're like, oh, yeah, I know what these characters are.
Or something, yeah.
So anyways, we're old AF. And we know who Wednesday Addams is. And she's walking through the hall. She's this brooding goth child.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the everybody's like partying as she walks just right down the center.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give no fucks.
No.
And she goes up, her brother, Pugsley,
Yep.
is locked in a locker with an apple in his mouth.
Yep.
And she's like, who did this to you?
I don't remember.
And she touches him.
So, psychic vision.
Yeah,
psychic
back. Vision.
Yeah, which I
like
loved.
when they do that. She really throws it.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like snaps back.
I was like, ooh, nope, she's alive though. So that's kind of we found she's got like a power.
Yeah,
kind of.
And she even says she's like, okay, so I'm having these visions. This is entirely new.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It's a nice,
Yeah.
It makes it a little more us to be able to get from point A to point B a little quicker.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
she's just having visions instead of telling us what's happening. Just show us a little clip.
That's true. Because otherwise, if we just watched her doing that, we'd be like, what the hell's going on with her?
Yeah, exactly. So we find out that, she sees in this vision who did this to her brother. And she's like, So she goes into a pool where they're all playing like water polo.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm the only one who could torture my brother. And she drops 2 bags of piranhas Or barracudas. I'm not certain. I'm not a fishiologist.
No, I think they're piranhas. They're small. Barracudas are big, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Drops them into the pool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, that's a big fish.
Piranha. It doesn't work as well.
Little fish.
So drops them in the pool and they eat like some kids. I don't know. I think we find out later that one of them like lost a testicle or something.
Yeah.
It is widely known piranhas love
they go right for the testes. They do. Yep.
Even on dry land, they just jump
right
through the air. They sense a testy, they're jumping through the air to get that thing.
It's like a Weekend on Fire Island.
Oh my god. That's it, folks. We're going to just end it right here because I think we've hit our peak.
Oh, man. All right. Yeah.
But at this point was when I saw her drop these piranhas in the pool, I immediately went, and I wrote it down. I said, I'm all in on this show. Yeah. That was the point. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I was trying to think, now were piranhas survived in the chlorine long enough? I think they would have been dazed at first. I don't think they would have been so aggressive.
Gotcha.
Because it wasn't like any blood in the water, you know.
They did sense all those testes.
They might have sensed the testes.
Just tons of testy meat everywhere.
Just everywhere. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's it. But
yeah. But then, anyways, we see that this leads to our opening credits. Good credits. I might consider them in the top 5 this year for the Eps Awards. But
really,
it was just
top 5?
Maybe top 11.
I don't remember them right now. Tell me what they were again.
There were things happening. During the credits, there was a little bit of an argument with you and my wife. Like, will we see the rest of the Addams Family? Won't we? Right. The very next scene, we see the family. Yeah. We see Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia and Luis Guzman.
What else has he been in? He looks so familiar to me.
He's been in lots of stuff. Like, he's always, like, he's just there.
Is he creepy usually? Because he seems creepy in this role.
Not as creepy as he is here.
Yeah, and, like, I was like, in this role, like, I always thought of Gomez as a kid as being, like, the one, like, the ladies' man.
Yeah.
And very gentlemanly and kind of the most, like, normal of all of them in a weird way.
Except for that sweet mustache.
Right. Except for his look.
Yeah.
But the way he talked. But, like, this one just gave me really creepy vibes. He reminded me of the stepdad from Harry Potter. Oh. Harry Potter's stepdad, who was just kind of this chubby guy who, like, was just made you feel really sketched out and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And every time I saw Gomez, I thought the same thing. Yeah.
He was a fucking monster. He was not, especially sitting next to Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Who looked amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. Yeah. She doesn't look a day over 40. And then you got this giant monster sitting next to her. And it was like, this is the wrong choice. Well, who did you say you wanted? From Game of Thrones. Yeah. Pedro Pascal.
Yes. I thought he would be great
Perfect.
for it. Right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So I guess you got to say, like, maybe, like, Wednesday is, like, Catherine Zeta-Jones. And then, like, Pugsley is, like, Luis Guzman.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Between the two. Yeah.
And we also see Lurch.
We do briefly.
Everybody loves Lurch.
Yep.
They're heading off to Nevermore Academy. So we see Wednesday got expelled from this thing. She fought the law. The law won. But her parents pulled some strings, got her to not go to jail. Well, she needs to take therapy sessions. And now she's going to this Nevermore Academy. And at this point, like, when we meet Nevermore Academy, it's like some guy, hitchhiker, I guess. Right. Hitchhiking near there. He's talking about werewolves.
Yeah, to the lady who played
Oh my God.
Big Barb in
Large Marge.
Large Marge.
Pee Wee
Big
Herman.
Barb, Large Marge. Yeah, Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Right. She was driving him around. This guy too, reprising her role.
Her eyes were like popped out of her head
exactly.
already. But anyways, so he mentions werewolves, and she's like, "Yeah, be careful of those." So then we realized, like, okay, this is a world where werewolves exist.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Because I was like, is this just going to be a high school show? Is it going to have powers? Is it going to have werewolves?
When we saw the Nevermore also, I had no idea. And I'm like, oh, this is going to get really cool because we're going to see other weirdos. I didn't know how we were going to be with that. If they were going to be like normal kids, more like she is, or they're going to have like power. But it sounds like it's kind of a mixo.
Yeah, a lot of mixos.
Yeah.
Next we meet...
a lot of mixos.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, Gwendolyn Christie as like the head, like the school mom. Is that what they call them?
I think the principal, but sure, the school mom. Yeah, sure. How old are we again?
Yeah, that never was crossed my mind. principal. But I mean, it's like a private school. Those are like school marms.
School marm, definitely, yeah.
And then we meet Wednesday's roomie, Enid Sinclair, who's like literally the opposite of Wednesday. Just super colorful and like cheerful.
Hi, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Classic Keith impression
of Upton Sinclair. Who is it?
Upton Sinclair's daughter, Enid. And she gives Wednesday a tour of the school, and this is where it all comes to like what this is going to be. So she's talking about there's fangs, furs, and scales. The vampires, the werewolves.
Just the 3 of them, though? I was like, really?
Well, I guess there's more. There's like a Medusa head kid.
Yeah, he might be scales, though.
Scales, yeah, that's a good point. And then another kid with like telekinesis. So there's like different stuff.
Right, you're right.
And then the artist.
Oh, yeah, he kind of draw.
What does he
do? I don't know.
But the scales were like, what? Sirens?
Yeah. One was a siren. She was the queen. The queen bee.
And then we see another old favorite thing, the little hand.
Yes.
He's
got his theme song.
Yeah. And we go back to the dorms. And this is I love this part because Wednesday had updated it. She removed all the color from her side of the room, and it was perfectly symmetrical, and it looked so cool.
Very Tim Burton.
Yes,
right? Like
very
hyper
much
color,
so.
but then like totally black and white on the other side. Like this is so him right here.
It was perfect, and they kept showing the shot, and it was like a long shot, so you would see both sides perfectly, you know. And we meet the dorm mom, a little throwback.
The dorm mom. Not the school marm, but the dorm marm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christina Ricci.
Love her.
Who previously played Wednesday on the movies.
Yes.
And she's also a botanist.
Yes.
So
she's got some
creepy monster botanist or
love
whatever.
That. Yeah.
I knew you would love it.
Black Dahlia, she grows.
That was going to be your profession when you were younger, creepy monster botanist, right?
It was. Mrs. Potts on Harry Potter is one of my favorites too.
Mrs.
Was that her name? I don't know. Who was the one professor who with the Valerian root?
Plum? No.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Plumps.
Plumpsky?
Madam Plumps. Madam Plumpsky. Yeah, she was awesome.
Next up, so we got to keep the action going.
Yeah.
Fencing scene. A whole 5-minute fencing
Well, she's
scene.
at a fancy school. Every fancy school has fencing.
Is that true?
Like we Total Eclipse of the Dark or whatever, Total of the Moon. What is that song? Turn around. It's one of those fancy schools with the
fencing and the music video.
They throw the glitter in the air and stuff, and they flip upside down.
So now
pretty much they did that.
Is this school and that school the only school with fencing in it?
No. I mean, Professor X has it, right? He's always fencing in his wheelchair.
Okay.
Does he? But I think they do have it, though, right?
Yeah. Sure, I don't know. Probably.
I mean, for some reason, I'm just seeing Emma Frost with like a whole white outfit on doing that.
I don't know why would they have like all these powers. They're just fencing.
Well, it's good for discipline.
That's
right.
True.
Like it's not just, you don't just
and like hand-to-hand combat.
Exactly. You're not just like willy-nilly with your powers. Like look what happened with Jean and Scarlet Witch when they go willy-nilly.
Just
right.
Yeah.
They didn't fence.
Give them a fencing.
Exactly.
outfit.
They would have known what they were doing.
So we're setting up all the characters here. I'm not going to go through every single buddy that we
just
went
through the entire thing anyway.
So far, I mean, that's only like half of the people. There's a lot of people in this show.
There
it's
are.
getting more and more.
Yeah.
Because then we meet the the artist who's like the heartthrob of the school. Everybody wants to do him and
it
wants
sounds like
to
he's
be
into
him.
her, but she
just wants to
She just wants to be a solo.
She really just wants to escape the school. That's like her plan.
Yeah.
She has to go to her therapy session with Ricky Lindholm as the actress. And
Love her.
She tries to escape the school.
Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da. She's running on the rooftops, jumping down at the Harvest Festival.
Also her theme music.
Part. Yeah.
The theme music I did notice was Danny Elfman was in charge of the music, so he's back with Timmy.
Better than ever. Well, where did he go?
Yeah. She ends up at a coffee house in town.
No, not her. Where did Danny Elfman go?
Oh. What do you mean?
You said he's back.
Oh, no, he's been around. But I mean, he's back with Tim Burton.
Oh, they weren't together for a while? Oh, I didn't know.
No, I just mean he's
back.
Thing
they had a little
no.
You're not telling me?
I just meant he's back, of course he is.
Gotcha. The full
they're
gang.
going hand to hand, yeah. The duo.
Well, who was not in it? It was Helena Bonham Carter.
Well,
if you're talking about the duo.
Know. We only watched the first episode.
I mean, she's in everything of his, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where was she? I was
Johnny
disappointed in that. Exactly. If there wasn't a movie or a show where these people are perfect,
maybe he's trying to break free. Maybe so. Johnny Depp had the trial,
but he won that one.
Yeah,
right?
but this could have been filming during that.
Oh, so Amber Heard was in this one, or Heard? What's her name?
No. Amber Heard. But no, and then Helena Bonham Carter, she was, she went to every single day of the Johnny Depp trial. She sat front row
center with just huge hair, just popcorn.
So that's she couldn't have been there either. So they had to move on. Luis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones. What else? I don't know. So yeah, she's at this coffee house. She meets the barista.
Yes, yeah.
They become fast friends.
Yeah, of course. Well, she fixes the rogue coffee machine or the espresso machine. Yeah. She's like we learned we were talking about this. She's genius. So
she knows everything.
She knows everything. She knows Italian. She knows how to fix things. She sees in the future.
Action scene.
She can also kick. Yeah, she kicks ass too. Yeah,
she kicked. 3 pilgrims came in and she beat the shit out of them.
It was great. Yep, redemption arc because she did lose earlier on in the fencing. We never told the outcome of that.
No, it was a spoiler.
I should have said that.
Yeah,
it was a spoiler, but she lost. But she got it back, girls. Girls. That was just for our ladies in our audience. Let her know.
So yeah, it's just like and then we got to look to see like what all the main players are doing, and that Wednesday is playing Paint It Black on the cello. Love this.
That was like the penultimate scene. We know we're getting towards the end here now, and
it's another thing she knows. Cello.
Of course she does.
That was awesome. I love
all the characters that are kind of listening.
And I love Paint It Black,
which I liked too.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And then she's gonna escape again. This is her big plan.
Yeah,
she's gonna escape during like I don't know. They had some festival or something.
Yeah.
And the barista's gonna help her out.
Yeah.
She's real good friends with him now.
Yeah.
And then shit goes down.
Mm-hmm.
We won't go into too much detail, but she gets attacked.
Yeah.
In the woods.
Right.
And this giant, what was this creature that came out to like rescue
her? Talk about
her?
bug eyes.
What was it?
It was probably Paula, the driver from earlier on that had transformed. Spoiler. Yeah, she's probably a demon.
It did look like the exact same eyes. But
yeah, no, I don't know though. I think
was it like a werewolf type thing, but it didn't have like a snout.
I don't think it was like a
regular. It was like a ghoul.
Yeah, it was like a troll or something. It was weird with big eyes.
Let's name it. You say troll. I'm gonna say ghoul.
So a gruel.
Trool.
A trool. It was a trool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a growl.
A growl.
Dave Grohl. All right, this is a Dave Grohl. But it was awful.
Yeah.
But it saved her life. Ran off, and then and then
it didn't attack her, just him.
Yeah, and then I loved the end of it. She's on the crystal ball with her family back home. Mm-hmm. This is how they use phones, I guess, the Addams Family. And they're like,
"How's it going, honey?
We know you probably hate it." And she's like, "You know what? I was almost murdered twice.
Yeah.
There was a giant monster." And she's like, "I'm gonna love it here."
And she.
Big smile.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, that's really funny. Now, Addams Family usually likes the opposite, so she should have put a big frown on her face.
Oh, that's true.
That, I'm going to love it here.
She's blowing it.
Yeah.
And that was our first episode. So it was an hour long.
Now, this one did feel like an hour to me.
Yeah. There was so much happening. Like, I had to force myself to stop writing notes like at a certain point, and like I still like. I mean, as you could tell, I feel like we've been talking about it a while.
I mean,
but it might have just been because of my long rant at the beginning of the show. But anyways, that might be why. But yeah, it definitely it did feel like a movie. It was setting up so much more. We'll get into our full review. First, I wanted to talk about something very exciting.
Oh, exciting.
Not so much important.
Okay.
Not at all important.
But still exciting.
Yeah, so Wednesday has been portrayed by Christina Ricci.
Right.
And now this new actress, Jenna Ortega.
Okay.
Which one, who does it better?
I don't know. This one's pretty damn good.
She is very good.
Well, I feel like the Wednesday one, we don't ever get... I don't think we've ever seen an hour of Wednesday. I've never seen an hour of Wednesday.
No.
Maybe it's one of the cartoons that came later on. I know Wednesday and Pugsley. I think there are some like 90s cartoons with them or something. Maybe you know them more.
Well, in the movies, like she's a great character.
Yeah. And
we know she's badass, but we never see it like we do in this one.
You just like see her with like a shears and doll heads or something.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what just went on in here, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But this one, we get to see. I just love the fact that she's brilliant, that she plays the instruments.
Yeah.
But she's not amoral. You know, she's just just leave me alone. And then when she sees something that goes down, she's like,
don't mess with me.
I guess I got to stop that. Stand up for that person. But yeah.
So, but actress wise, Christina Ricci or Jenna Ortega, who did it better?
Who did it better?
Yeah.
I love Christina Ricci, but I'm going to go for Jenna Ortega. I don't know her name.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
And I love Christina Ricci. I've always loved Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
In fact, she looked amazing in this.
I loved her in this already,
she looked
too.
Great.
Yeah.
But Jenna Ortega, she was so perfect in this role.
I mean, the thing is, I do think it's partially, I don't know who did the one that we saw with the Addams Family, but the director and the writing is very good on this. So it makes the character very, you can connect with her more. So maybe if Christine had the exact same...
Yeah,
I don't know.
She could have worked with something different. But
this version, I appreciate this one a lot. Yeah.
All right, what about Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Melissa Joan Hart or Kiernan Shipka? Who does it better?
Oh God, I don't know.
Did you watch the new?
I watched some of the new one. I mean, so I think she became a better actress towards the end of it, but in the beginning, I do not think she was very good.
Okay.
And in fact, I think that was one of the weak points for me. Clarissa Explains It All, I'm going to call it. No, and I thought that I did not like her acting in the first couple episodes, and I've seen some other ones since, and she's better. Yeah,
she's great. My vote is for Kiernan Shipka. Yeah. Melissa Joan Hart, she was like, during my blossoming adolescence, she was a pivotal. She had a spot on the locker.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't think she was very good at I mean,
she just kind of plays like every
Oh, I'm
a wink, 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 a wiggle in my nose.
Oh yeah, and
she did that. Is that the wrong one?
She had the cat.
Yeah, she's the cat. Oh yeah. It looked like it was like a stuffed cat that just moved its lips. It was so stupid.
All right, let's get into so now comic book movies. Tons of same actors and actresses playing the same characters in that. Let's start with Catwoman. So we've got Michelle Pfeiffer, Halle Berry, Anne Hathaway, and Zoe Kravitz. Who is the best Catwoman?
Well, I've only seen two of the Catwomen, Halle Berry and Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
So the other ones I haven't watched.
I've seen them all out, and I'll tell you if your answer is correct.
I'm going to say Halle Berry.
Wrong.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
The answer is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
She was great. She was.
I knew it was one of the two by how you reacted. Okay. Yeah.
Definitely the best one. So over the top and just sexy and leather clad.
I can see Anne Hathaway trying desperately to do that, but coming off as like a robot version.
It was not good. It was not good at all.
Because she always just tries to be super Miss Perfect, and I can just see her am I sexy like this?
No, needed a little bit more Anne Hathaway and Les Mis. Less.
Oh my God, more bedraggled.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Wonder Woman, Linda Carter or Gal Gadot?
Well, see, this is all hard because the acting style is totally different in all these shows.
I mean, just not even the acting style, just who was I am Wonder Woman, baby.
Well, Linda Carter to me, it was always she is when I think of Wonder Woman, I do think of her. Mm-hmm. But I do think she's it's hokey, right?
Terrible.
She spins around and with the wrist. I think you could have put a wig on anyone and they could have done the exact same. To be honest,
absolutely, that's a really good point. We gotta go with Gal. She's so good in it.
Yeah, she's good.
All right, the Joker. You got Jack Nicholson. Heath Ledger. Jared Leto or Joaquin Phoenix.
I haven't seen the Joaquin Phoenix ones.
It's good. Very different from the other versions.
I always thought the Heath Ledger one was amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, if you say Jared Leto, we're gonna lose all of our fans.
He was not gonna be.
Yeah, the Heath Ledger is amazing, and then Jack Nicholson,
right, the original,
was great too.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's so funny, Jared Leto.
I was so nervous.
Amazing.
Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. Is there any more? I don't remember. You're not a big Spider-Man fan.
No, I mean, we can say Tobey Maguire because I thought he was the most unlikely of all of them to be Spider-Man.
Sure. Yeah, he kind of made it his own. My favorite is the newest one. It's Tom Holland's. He's younger.
Yeah.
So I think it fits more, but that's just because I've read the comics and I'm a comic book nerd. I'm
okay.
I'm supposed to be a high school student.
Oh, really? The whole time?
No, I mean just the beginning.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And then like college or.
Yeah, because like Tobey Maguire was like 30 when he got the role.
Exactly. All right, Batman. This is a tough one. Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, George Clooney, and Ben Affleck.
It's not gonna be Ben for me. I'm sure he might be on your top.
I know he is. I wish he was the top. You know what I mean? You hear that, Ben?
So it's kind of like again.
Kick J-Lo to the curb.
J-Lo. Sorry, I didn't know we were really digging down with that one. Yeah.
Gone, girl. Get over here.
Adam West, obviously like Linda Carter. When you think of Batman, you think of him, right? Like he is that character. But was he the best one?
No.
I mean, so I have to say, of all the ones you mentioned, the one I remember specifically and being connected to the most, because I don't really watch a lot of Batman either.
Michael Keaton.
No.
Oh.
Not that one.
George Clooney.
No, not him either.
He had the nipples.
Oh, that's right.
Wasn't sure. You were really drawn to those nipples.
He had the best armor, was George Clooney. I can't remember his name now. Christian Bale. That's it.
Christian Bale.
Because he was like broken, and I think even as a person might be a little bit, but he wore it on his sleeve, and it worked so well.
I agree.
I feel like during his arc of Batman.
Yeah. I mean, so Heath Ledger and him, are from the same, Christopher Nolan universe.
Right. Okay. Very well casted.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe that just shows that we're just like emo, like.
But also, like Anne Hathaway was also from that universe.
Oh yeah, because she was not the same.
Not
she
great.
didn't have it. Okay.
So yeah, Willy Wonka, Gene Wilder or Johnny Depp.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That Johnny Depp Willy Wonka still like gives me nightmares if I see a picture of it. I've never even seen the movie.
That's it. Well, that's it.
Just terrifying.
The original Wonka is supposed to be. That's what I think that the original did so wonderfully, is that it was it was terribly dated. But it walked the line between being creepy as fuck and like whimsical and drawing you in perfectly well, like.
But not over the top.
No,
where it's like comical.
Yes, whereas like the Tim Burton one was just like a fever dream of that, where it's like you just and everything was hyper saturated, everything to the max, and it ruined.
Now, which one is more in line with the source? I've never read the book. Is it supposed to be cartoony and weird?
I don't remember either, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Because, I mean, which is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Which one is the early one? Either way.
Yeah.
The earlier one, it's one of my favorite movies. Was as a kid anyways. I loved the soundtrack.
Yeah. Except the one song, Cheer Up Charlie.
Cheer up, Charlie.
Did you like the one when they're like mixing?
No,
I hated that.
I'm like, it was fine.
But then we saw Slugworth, and I was always scared at that point after that. Remember, because he runs that. Take a gobstopper. Oh, Grandpa Joe.
Oh man, we need to have a Charlie and Chocolate Factory episode.
Like a watch, and we comment on it,
and then we'll
Mystery
watch
Science Theater kind of thing.
The Johnny Depp one, and we'll like throw things at.
Yeah,
boo. Is Grandpa Joe in that one?
I'm sure. I mean, he has to. He's a main character, but I don't know who it would be.
All right, Professor X, Patrick Stewart, or James McAvoy.
I mean, I'm gonna say Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he was like the comic book version of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he still is.
Yeah, and then same universe, Mystique, the Rebecca Romijn one, or the Jennifer Lawrence.
I mean. Okay, so Rebecca Romijn, I really do like. She's in the new Star Trek Star Trek, Unseen, whatever it is, Strange Unknown Worlds.
Have you when you talk about her, because you talk about her a lot.
Yeah.
Do you call her Rebecca Romijn Stamos still?
Yes. Oh, it's still. Yeah. Rebecca Romijn Stamos. You just cut me off before I even able to say Stamos.
I knew it.
So I like her, but I don't think she's the best actress. Again, she's fun. I do think that Jennifer Lawrence, although I'm not always a big fan of hers, I think she did a really good job with that.
She did.
Yeah.
And to me, though, that because that was like the first comic book movie. That Mystique, when you first see the scales flipping all the way up.
Oh wait, for X-Men for Rebecca,
the X-Men, was so good. Where I was like, oh man, she will always. And she didn't talk at all. So Rebecca Romijn Stamos.
All right. She gets to win.
Last up, Aunt Vivian 1 or Aunt Vivian 2 from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I mean, I don't want to examine this. This is a loaded question.
I mean, I know the obvious answer.
Well, I mean, Aunt Vivian 2 was so great. I love Aunt Vivian 2.
Yeah, she was great. But,
I mean, Aunt Vivian 1, I mean, I think she got replaced for a reason, right?
I don't really know. I did watch the Fresh Prince reunion.
Yeah, didn't she like say like
she
they
came
sabotaged her or something?
Yeah, and like she said that like Will Smith was like, "No, you got to go."
And well, I mean, now that we know what he's like, we see what he's like when he's slapping people on the stage.
And so they had like this. They had this whole like heart to heart about it.
But that's why I feel bad. Is because I know I like Aunt Viv too better. But she seems like a nice lady who got set up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you put me in a bad position. How can I tell the right answer? Like,
it's true.
My heart says from your heart.
Yeah.
But what seems
I mean,
right
we don't
like the other
we
thing.
don't pander. We don't lie here.
Maybe she
we tell it.
Aunt Viv too. Aunt Viv was Aunt Viv too a real B? I don't know.
Yeah, probably not because she made it a lot longer than Aunt Viv 1. But they had like some sort of heart to heart, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I still don't think Aunt Viv 1 really like forgave Will Smith.
How can you? He's kind of unforgivable.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Will Smith, unforgivable. It's the title of the episode. All right, back to Wednesday. Let's pretend it's Thursday. Yeah, let's go back to Wednesday. What is your first Eps rating? The official 1 to 10. Rating, 10 being the best.
Yes. A very surprised 8.
8. That's a good score. That was my score for $18.99 last week. We've seen some good TV shows.
We have.
Which is good because now we're going into Hallmark movie season. I expect to be very disappointed.
I just saw the latest Lacey Chabert one this weekend. It was really good.
Stop watching them all ahead of time.
Holly Pass, or back to Holly Pass, Holly Go Lucky.
I'm also going to give it an 8.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an 8.
It's just one under.
Yeah, one under $18.99, which got an 8.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Did you expect that?
Really no.
Okay.
I kind of like was a little like, I don't know. Like I said, I never really thought to watch it. And then like it was brought up like, why are you watching Wednesday? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just didn't it didn't do anything for me. I was like, okay, it's another one of these like shows. Like we're seeing it all the time. We just had a whole episode about like these dark reboots. Remember when we talked about Golden Girls, but they're all like necrophiliacs or whatever it was.
That would be. I think it was just Blanche. I don't think they all were.
Oh, okay. Just Blanche was a necrophiliac.
I think they all had dark secrets, and that was Blanche's. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. I have to go back in the archives.
But like I thought it was going to be like on, there's the Riverdale, Sabrina, like where they like take these old like more corny comedy properties and like sass them up a little bit.
Yeah, sass them up. Yeah.
So I didn't know, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think maybe part of me knew it was Tim Burton, and I was nervous that it was going to be like the hokey like Tim Burton 2, where it's the Willy Wonka and the Alice in Wonderland, like those things where it's just like cartoony and like gross and over the top. Yeah. I didn't want that.
Like those are like LSD creepy, right? Like going on a bad trip, Like that's, I get why he's doing that, but it's not the kind of creepy that I appreciated of his.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's just too much.
Like you said, like they're slightly bizarre, like Real World Slightly Bizarro is perfect Tim Burton. Like you mentioned Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
And I love that one because it's just so stylized.
Johnny Depp doesn't have like tons of weird like makeup and like fate. Like it's just like kind of like, like it wasn't overdone. Yeah. It was subtle.
But in a really
scars,
weird, non-subtle
crazy
way.
hair, scissor fingers. But this is for a whole nother show. Yeah. Tim Burton Town coming to you real soon.
All right.
But yeah, Wednesday on Netflix.
Yeah. Watch it.
8 episodes. Watch them all right now. We gave it an 8 here on First Eps. And the acting has been great.
It was good
by everybody.
No one was the 8.
Oh, I'll put it on there.
Slaps on.
Yeah,
exactly. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. Good acting. Yeah.
There was no one in it where I was like, well, they suck.
No, Gwendolyn Christie was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like there was slight comedy with things. There's
the Piranhas was hilarious.
Exactly. Dark comedy. Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of insight into the character, into her and the family. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, we didn't talk about her pet scorpion, so we kind of see a little bit of her origin story. Yep. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought of Wednesday. And thank you so very much for checking out this latest episode. What was that? It was weird. That was Tim Burton's Elvis. But yeah, thanks for checking out this episode. Like I said, we'll be back next week. We're getting into Christmas season, holiday season.
Actually, we are past Thanksgiving now.
Yeah, but it just looked so nice. It was a nice arrangement.
It did look really nice.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Oh, well, you did it. Yeah. No, you did a great job.
No, you did. Be sure to check out our socials. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We're doing everything. I haven't really done much of anything this week. It's just been so stressful.
Well, yeah, you've had a tough week.
So I feel like I'm neglecting the socials.
It'll be okay it'll be okay. Yeah. And let me know. I can always do some kind of cameo
behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You give them like a tour, like a tour of your place, like Cribs. This is where the magic happens.
You just see the cat like vomiting on the bed,
and that's the magic. All right, check out our YouTube. We're at Pop Culture Playground. You can find this, a bunch of other stuff there. And then anywhere podcasts are available, you can listen to the audio version of this show. And I feel like we've been talking forever. So thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Pick a pack of peckers. Pick a pack of peckers.
Pick a peckers.
Pick a pack of
peckers.
What is it?
Yeah,
pick a pack of peppers? No, it's not really pack. What is it? Pick a pack of peppers?
Peckers.
Can I get a butthole?